work with all women.
No.
Some women, you have to repeat back what they said so they know you listen. Okay, look at the heads go.
Yeah.
You know.
Because you don't need a man. Like the wanting one is.
Are you serious?
Something. What would you need a man for?
Okay, let me ask you this.
Answer that one first.
I am gonna ask you.
I feel like I was just a third wheel out of the way.
Okay. On your own day.
Exactly. I was like, what am I here for? At this point, you just sit here talking to yourself. Happy. You get a little too comfortable, and then
Too
boom.
comfortable.
Yep.
Too comfortable.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait a minute. There's a little kid right there. I don't know what I'm doing. And it's like,
Run him over.
no.
You say everything in moderation, but don't do it in moderation. The lies of a gluttonous generation. 10-year-old girls walking around with their cheeks out. I'm uncomfortable. These designers turning our girls out. Wrongs become right and rights become weird. Satan is cheered. How in the hell did we get here? Bush birthed Obama gave us Trump. I ain't afraid of him. All I'm saying, something's coming. It's a plan. It's a plan. It's a plan. It's a plan. It's a plan.
Also have Legacy Beauty Supply here in Beauty Supply. That's actually a few doors down. Have another shop that I franchised. I've been doing this for about 12. I've had this shop for about 11 years or so. Started in like 2011 as far as my whole career. Never cut a head before. I have now. So I'm very grateful for where I'm at. But won't you tell me your name and a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am LaShawn, and I am a co-owner of a Comfort Zone Soul Food Restaurant, where we have 2 locations, one inside of the Royal Esquire Club,
Right.
and one next door to Safeway off of 33rd and Rainier. And I've been cooking for people since I was 7.
That's right. I
decided
gotta
to make a little money off of it.
I gotta say, I love you guys' food.
Thank you.
You're definitely one of the best around here. But I do want to get into the one. So my guy Rock, he told me that why you look behind you?
I'm not implicating myself in nothing
But
this
hey,
time.
take that from him. Take that from him. I ain't had that, believe it or not. I'm discombobulated
Right, you
because
just
of
getting
the rush.
started, right.
Not because of this. I ain't been sipping, but now I am. About to down this.
Alright.
So yeah, so the comfort zone, you have the comfort zone inside Esquire Club, and then you have the other one, and I heard that has a more complete menu.
Yes. So it has a complete menu, but it does not have dine-in.
It doesn't have what?
Dine
Dine in.
in.
Dine-
So you take your
oh.
food to go.
Really? At the safe, the one by Safeway, it's
Yes.
just take it
To
and,
go
and
only.
bounce.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
but it does have a larger menu. The one that's inside the club has, catfish, chicken, shrimp, or chops.
Oxtails, don't forget that. That's my
not
favorite.
at the club. That is
Why would you want
I had some oxtails there
People
before.
ask us for the oxtails at the club. Well, we used to have them there.
Yeah.
But no longer.
Now my feelings is hurt.
You gotta go to
Now
the
you have to go
bigger
to
one,
the
the new one.
Okay, well,
new
in the same place.
location and take your food to go.
I didn't even really I didn't really realize I know there's seating at Esquire Club, but there's seating for your guys' clients. I thought it was just
Yeah.
come get your food and then things are ready for when the club opened though.
No,
But
so
you can sit down.
we are only open during the club's hours. So we're open during happy hour.
Uh-huh.
So Tuesday through Thursday, we're open for the public from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then we open for the events of the club, as long as they're not doing something with other vendors, because they're very generous and reach out to multiple Black vendors depending on what they're doing. And we're lucky to be the house restaurant, but we're open to others coming in and.
Well, you guys obviously did well enough to open at a second location.
Yes.
Is there plans to have a third location?
Um,
Is it a wish? Is it on the? Is it on the wish list?
Not exactly. But Esquires is planning on remodeling their kitchen and putting a storefront on the back end of their building. And I am bidding for that location because they would like it to be breakfast. And if anybody remembers Silver Spoon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do
Silver
remember
Fork.
them. Silver Forks.
Right
over there.
Silver Fork. That's what they keep on asking me. Like, can you do that? I'm like, yeah. They left when I was like 15.
Yeah. They were okay if I remember correctly. I think I ate there
so
once.
let me get to the strain of it.
When we gonna get this
Facts. Okay, so of course I was a kid when I used to go there. That's why I can't remember the name.
Well, I forgot to ask
correctly,
your age.
but,
Yeah, we gotta get back to you. we gonna come back to you.
I'm the
It's
same
like,
age as her.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
started. Would you like to say some more?
Yes, so they want a breakfast location and they want the feel of the Silver Fork. So the Silver Fork was like a Omega for black people to go eat. And you can, your granny can go, your cousin can go, you can go eat. So they would like to bring that back to Seattle.
That feel.
And they're asking me to do it. So right now, you know, that's what the goal is.
So I did skip some questions. So you're the same age as Rukaya. That's
no idea how old she is. She's just
Right.
very young.
But you guys
Thank you for
definitely. So your relationship status?
I'm single.
Okay, and kids?
I have one son, one beautiful
Okay, how old is he?
7. Well, he's 6, but he's 7.
Okay. All right, so you guys aren't the same age. How you been?
No, he's 6, but he's 7. If you know what I mean, like he's in that change.
He's 11, if you ask me.
He's turning from the baby to the big kid, and like all of a sudden I've been calling him 7. I'm like, it's because of how he's acting. It's a change. He turned into an elementary school child. He's no longer my baby.
I feel you. Man,
It's okay though.
My baby's still like I tell her, you're not a baby, but you're my baby. All the time. Yeah, always.
Yeah, always
So
and forever.
we're gonna move to this beautiful young lady. So you said this, like you may as well just spit out all the answers. You don't need all the questions. You're here all the time.
I'm Rukaya. I be here all the time, I know.
And I want to let you know you are so appreciated. You and your dude are so appreciated. So.
Well, my relationship status is dating.
Now that I said it,
Now that's out there.
What do? I don't really do much.
that sounds not good.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I don't do much.
Yeah, I feel
Just
like
listen
I
to
don't
that.
go. I don't go.
I
I
don't
don't way
do
to do
much.
so much. Like it's just I do the bare minimum to get. I keep a job. I'm not in jail.
Right?
That's it.
You don't party. Yeah,
Y'all
you guys-
check her
that's where I'm at.
You guys party
Instagram.
and
She's a
don't party.
supermodel
Right?
on Instagram.
You guys party and don't party, right?
It's selective. We pick and choose.
You guys kick it. You guys
There
don't
you
party.
go.
You guys
We
kick
kick
it.
it. Every now
Like
and then.
skating one day. Like man, that's what's up.
That's
Club next day.
What's the last thing you
arcade
guys
one day.
did?
Huh?
What's the last thing you guys did?
We went skating.
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 I got a horrible story about my skating experience.
Really? I broke 2 nails because of him.
2 nails.
Two
Well, let me
nails.
tell you my story. So it started with skating and ended with a broken ankle.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I don't even go to the state. I don't even want to see it.
Yeah.
And the cool part, I was trying to impress my girlfriend at the time.
Aw.
So I tried to do the splits. I thought I was filthy. Like, I guess you have to have you got to be trained how to do the splits with skates.
Yeah.
You just ain't no regular
There are
skates
people who
or
can't even
splits.
stand, like,
You
can't
do
even
the
hold their
splits without
balance.
skates?
Yeah, bro. What are you talking about? You grew up when we dancing. What
Come
you mean?
on.
You saw me
I'm
do
just saying we all get
splits
older and things
flips
get tighter.
Well, he learned the hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't go to skating rings no more. I'm
Oh,
good.
wow.
I don't even want to like
Damn.
I went to a
Yeah.
skating ring about 3 years ago, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna start skating," because I went one time, mind you, the whole time I was going, the whole time.
do them
You
under
just
these.
gotta let you fall. You just gotta let yourself
Oh no, and it was bad. It was bad. I'm like, I know that people were like laughing, but I didn't care because I was like, I'm gonna learn how to skate. So I even went and bought some skates. I've never worn those skates.
Wow.
So you bought skates and
Never
you
worn.
really thought you was
It'd
gonna
be
be
like
on
that.
it, huh?
Yeah. Doing something. And they're cute too. They're like pink and have like.
Oh, you gotta get out there.
I gotta figure it out.
Yeah, man, come on, man. You gotta get those. So, like, how did you do when you were skating? Like you said one time.
She said she was screaming and everything.
So,
said I was
like, real
horrible.
slow, holding the rail.
No, I'll go fast.
Really?
But
What's
Fall
horrible
fast.
then?
It's
so
a fast
so
fall.
like it take you a minute to get there, and you're like, oh, I got it.
You get a little happy. You get a
Right?
little too comfortable, and then
Too
boom.
comfortable.
Yep.
Too comfortable.
Yeah.
And then you're like, wait a minute. There's a little kid right there. I don't know what I'm doing. And it's like,
Run him over.
no.
Just
Oh my god.
do one of
Run
those.
him over.
Because you think that, right? But see, then your body gets hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
The kid will get up like, ouch.
Bounce up,
and then you're like the
Bounce up
old
and
person
get
that's like,
You're sitting there
ouch.
creaking and everything pop locking.
Everything's hurting.
So, you, Mr. Rock, tell
Yeah,
us about you.
I'm an avid skater. I've always been an avid skater.
Really?
I
Hold
love
on, wait.
to
Are you
skate.
doing?
What kind of
these
skating
things?
are we talking about?
roller skating?
Roller skate, that's what we went. Yeah.
Oh, you go backwards
all
and
of it.
you switch.
Really?
All of
I want
it.
to learn how to do the
All
backwards.
of it.
Yeah, I don't
He
either.
can sing too.
I was,
sing?
what-
He
you
can,
know,
he can sing.
yeah. Oh,
Really, Luther?
man, we ain't gonna do
Yeah,
that. We ain't talking about that today.
Okay, my bad.
I would, like I said, I'm an avid skater.
MC.
These ladies probably don't remember, but I was a prolific DJ, skater, and dancer at Scoochie's. You remember Scoochie's?
No, I don't.
You don't remember Scoochie's? Oh my God, that's where you can roller skate from the dance floor to the rink, back to the dance floor.
Bro.
It was a club. It was a roller skating rink and a club all in one.
But you were saying
fun.
that
It was off the hook.
Didn't you say that was before Club Arizona? That was where Club Arizona was, right? Didn't
No,
you say
it
that?
was DV8 was.
DV8.
At the Oz.
Are you
Okay.
saying Cafe
Hey.
Arizona?
Yeah, that's what he was
Yeah,
saying.
you remember Cafe
No,
Arizona?
this was before the DV8 and
Okay,
Oz.
that's what's
yeah.
up. Telling your age
So
again.
I'm a skater.
Yeah.
I haven't been in a year. But anyway, of course, my name's Rock Caldwell, owner of Rock Fashions,
Videographer.
videographers, audio
Producer.
Whole 9 yards.
producers,
Keep going.
yeah.
Right.
Whole 9 yards, you know. I land the plane, I fly the plane, I change the tires.
Bro, we be sitting there all day. The show it in. And he's talking about,
So-
and I cook, and I clean.
So I'm gonna leave it
I
So I'm gonna leave it right
Like
there, you know.
The credits start rolling, and he's still
Exactly.
Yeah,
talking.
he's still going.
Exactly.
But that's what's up.
So I you know, I'm very happy to be amongst your podcast. You
I
know,
appreciate
like I
you.
say, because you know, I'm an indoorsy person. I don't hang around a lot of people who ain't getting it. You getting it, so that's why I like doing this for my Sundays and stuff. Yeah, you know, there ain't nothing to a failure but to try. Right. You get what I'm saying?
No, I'm sorry,
Go
but
ahead.
now I know, at least I'm building. So I
Right.
got my equipment. I have my cameras.
Yes.
Didn't have my batteries.
That's all.
But I had my cameras.
That's all.
I got the memory thing,
Yeah.
thanks to you. And that's
But
so
I
I'm
bet
building.
you'll never forget a battery again. Because see,
Uh,
once it happens, it's a learning experience.
Right.
Yeah.
So from now on, you're gonna be like batteries. You watch. You'll never forget a battery.
Well, it's like
again.
I don't even know how to use the cameras yet, but I bought them to prepare because I do want to learn how to be independent
Right.
and not need nobody's help. Even though it's like you always like nobody's an island.
That's my
like
biggest
Al just said, a
mistake.
peninsula maybe, but you need people.
That's my biggest mistake. I need people. Yeah.
I mean, it's not a mistake.
I
It's
tried.
it's
Well, I
a
had
life.
that thought that I could do it myself.
Yeah, it's just
my
not
biggest
possible.
mistake.
The best we can do is get good people around us.
Yes. Yes.
That's the absolute best we can do. I'm
Yeah.
like once again, grateful for you, Rukaya. You part of the family now, but we about to get into some stuff. All right. So we're gonna talk about relationships. All right. So our dating. I want to know what started with you. You can take a few minutes to
What's the what?
To think about it.
think about it. We're gonna start with you.
Think about what?
What was your worst dating experience? What was the worst date you ever had? Do you remember?
And if he's here, change the subject.
Hey, that's Mr. Guy.
No, our day was really cute. Let me see. Oh no, it'd be bad. The water is very polluted.
Dang.
What are we talking about?
Dating.
Yes.
Date.
You know how they
The
be
worst
saying
date.
there's many fish in the sea and stuff?
Oh,
I
got
said
you.
the water is very
Got
polluted.
you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Toxins
Really?
in
It's
there.
that bad?
Toxins. Horrible.
It's your fault.
Ah,
It's your fault.
we're not finna start this. Anyway, we're
told
not
you.
finna do this right now. My worst dating experience.
Like out on a date. Not just like I dated such and such or who and who.
No,
Just
no,
like
of course
being
I'm
on a
not
date.
doing all that. No,
Right.
I went on this one date before I met him, and it was first of all, the man was talking about himself the whole time. Okay, and when I say the whole time, I mean like the whole time. Like there was never like, oh my God, how are you doing? Like what do you do for work or nothing. And
So
then
it's like, how do you like looking at me? Or stuff like that.
it was just really weird. It seemed like I was just a third wheel out of the date.
Okay. On your
Like,
own day.
exactly. I was like, what am I here for? At this point, you just sit here talking to yourself. But and it was a pity date too. Oh my God.
It was a what date?
It was a pity date.
Oh, so he was.
It was just bad.
He
It was
didn't
all
look
bad.
good. Why was it
It
pity?
was more so like he was talking to himself on my phone for the last like year or so, and then I was
Really?
like, you know what? I'm single. Why not?
Why not?
Oh, he broke you down.
No, it was just more so. I was just like,
But how do you put it? Broke you down.
Yeah.
it's a pity date.
He's
That's
like,
boredom.
hey
Yeah.
girl, how you want to go out with a date with me?
Like he just caught me on a
Like
good
that?
day, and I was like, you know, I got a cute
Why not?
outfit.
Right.
Let me go do
Let me
something.
do
You know,
something with
let
it.
me whatever. Right. So I wasn't really intending on me going nowhere. Anyways, we was just gonna go out to eat, and that was about
Let's
it.
do something.
Anyways, went out to eat. Man's talking to himself the whole time. Then he paid for the meal, and then he
That
was
was
assuming that I was
suspicious.
gonna go home with him because he paid for the meal. And I was like,
He was wrong for that? No, I'm just playing. I'm joking.
JB,
I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked it.
I'm gonna get beat up. You know,
You're gonna get canceled.
So he paid for the dinner and then he wanted you to go home.
Yeah.
How you know that he wanted you to go home with him? Did he say, "Hey, baby"?
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, baby, come home."
No, he was like, he was like, oh, so,
What we doing now?
yeah. He was like, oh, we're going back to my place. I was like, no, I'm going home.
Oh, he told you.
Yeah. I was
He tried
like,
to tell
home. Yeah.
Okay, and he dropped you off, or did you?
No,
drive
I got
yourself?
an Uber home. What?
Uber, you didn't even let him.
No.
Did he pick you
what?
up? Did he
Huh?
pick you up?
Yeah.
Okay, but nah, screw this. It was too bad.
It was just, no. I
He
was
might
like,
want to just show you his tropical fish or something.
That's fine. I want to see it.
I mean,
You got the internet for that. Post it up. Somebody wants to see it somewhere. It ain't me.
That's what's up.
But-
So that was like one of your worst dates.
Yeah.
So you don't like dudes that are full of themselves.
we're talking about themselves a lot.
Like I wish I could.
Yeah, he cut out. He smoothly cut out.
Okay, so I'm gonna skip to Rock and give you
All
some
right.
time to think about your worst.
Good.
Well, me, I've been married 26 years.
Are you married?
But yeah, 26 years.
Oh,
Yeah. Happy wife, happy life. But when I was dating, my worst dating experience was I took a lady to a club and she went home with somebody else.
Oh man,
Wow.
Yeah.
that is the worst.
That is
And
tough.
I'm scarred today.
that
And I'm still scarred.
happened to me once too.
Yeah.
Like I had the nerve to date a stripper.
Yeah, and it's
The nerve to take
yeah.
So I go. This is horrible.
Yeah.
So I go to. I ain't even gonna put my guy's name out
I had
there.
the nerve to date a stripper.
But so yeah, I was at the club, whatever, and we kicking it, blah blah blah. I notice she's trying to move around, so I move around to dance with other people, whatever. Next thing I know, I turn, and the homie, she's doing one of these,
Wow.
and the homie's taking pictures,
Wow.
and then the next thing I know, she gone.
Oh, wow. That's tough.
Don't tell nobody
Yeah.
about that story. It's kind of
Don't
embarrassing.
tell nobody else.
Hey,
Just tell the whole internet.
statute of limitations is over. On that. See? Yeah, so that scarred me for life. Not that I treat women bad, 'cause like I said, I've been married 26 years, but I have a heart of stone when it comes to women. You know, like now, you know, how me and Jabari can probably relate when, you know, women ask you, friends even ask you, can I borrow some money? We're business owners. Now, instead of, no, I can't loan you no money, I got something for you to do as far as my company.
That's what I'm saying.
Work for, help my company, but I don't loan.
I'm not giving money. Well,
Yeah.
I told you I'm transitioning. I'm trying to build to who you are.
Yeah.
Essentially. So like I've just gotten the thing of like even with my kids.
Yeah,
Like, I will end up giving it with them sometimes, but
Yeah.
it's more like, okay, you want some money? So what can you do? Post some pictures.
I got a
do
business.
some advertising.
It's
Etc.
simple.
I'm not just giving it to you,
And it's something you see that they do every day.
Yeah.
So this is nothing new.
but
Yeah.
they don't want to. They
Well,
still
then they
don't
don't
want to.
get the money. And that's just the bottom line. And they have to understand that.
Yeah.
You know, if somebody say, Rock Kid, can I borrow some money? And I say, well, look, I just need you to do this for my business, something simple that you always do. And they want to get an attitude
You don't need the
and not, you don't need the money. That's just the bottom
Right.
line. And I don't go home and I don't feel bad. None of that.
But-
you know,
Out of 10 people, how many people are too lazy to work though? In that sense. Out
out of 10 people
Out of 10 people.
8.
that I know,
There's a known
in
I'm gonna
statistic.
give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. I just had this conversation
Nine
last
not out of
night.
10 are too lazy.
Yeah. I just
You're
had
dang right.
I had a conversation last night, and I'm not gonna say no names, but my cousin last night was telling me how
That was Jerry. It's like,
she couldn't pay her phone bill. Like, Jabari, you know me, I have TV shows. I'm like, well, you could have just hosted one of my shows. I'll take care of that phone bill much more each show. Oh, I don't have time to do that though. You do, because all you do is stand in front of a dirty mirror with your phone on your social media, doing what you
You have
can
to
do.
come over like that.
Doing
hold
what
on,
you
doing
can
this,
do.
right?
Right. You know, and you're telling me yourself that it takes you an hour just to get the right shot, but you still ain't moved the toilet paper roll. So
You don't gotta do nothing. You just gotta sit there and be like, hello, welcome to my
that's
home.
all you gotta
Like,
do. So she got offended because I wouldn't loan her the money, but now she says
Take a
I'm
shot.
giving her a speech about why I can't give her the money.
why don't you just give
Next
it to
time,
me?
just say no.
Oh,
I'd be
this
like,
is my
no.
homie. This is what my homie said. So, ask if you can borrow some money.
Can I borrow some money?
Sure. He said this. And so you asked, what am I doing?
What you doing?
I smell it to make sure it ain't funky. So when I ask you back for it, you ain't gonna tell me I got some funky. Ask about my funky little money.
Okay, yeah, take your funky now.
when you needed it.
You worried about that funky little money?
Yeah.
That's how
It
people
wasn't
be.
funky when you needed
No,
it.
Exactly.
I just got into the position. I got too many things that could be done to help me as far as my company to just loan you money. I'd rather just give you the money. Cause let's just say 7 times out of 10 you loan somebody money, you ain't gonna get it back anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and if a friendship is worth $10, $20, let that be it. But I don't want that to be it.
So
You know?
backtracking. What you said was 9 people. The statistic says 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Or like only 2 out of 10 people are going to be active and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think it is really closer to 9
Yeah.
than 10. But so I told my dating experience. It's very similar to yours. I think that's probably a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
Like, what else can go wrong with a dude? Besides,
That's
like,
a
her
lot.
boyfriend show up. That's
No,
never happened to me.
I mean, yeah, I guess that was the bottom of the barrel. Because,
Right.
like I say,
She cuss you out?
No.
No, I'm just saying I'm trying to think of things that in a dude's world
Oh.
go wrong. She can cuss you out.
I don't care about that.
Yeah,
I'm
not
a
going
good
with you,
listener.
big deal.
I am. I'm a good
You
listener.
got to if you try to
As
pull.
it should be.
Yeah.
Good job.
If you try to
Good
pull
job.
them, you gotta. I was out with this girl, or I met her at the bowling alley, right? And so
Oh, Lord.
she was straight up. She already know the game. She was talking with her. She said, "All you got to do is say, okay." And she said, "She's good." So I was like, "Okay,
All right.
I got you." And it was on a popping.
Now, that don't work with all women.
No.
Some women, you have to repeat back what they said so they know you listen. Yeah, okay, look at the heads go. You know?
Do you understand the words that are coming out
Yeah.
of my mouth?
Exactly.
She apparently she had dealt with enough men to where she just wanted to okay.
Exactly.
But so you're dating.
Is that what
Yeah.
that's what you
What?
think
I got
you're
2
hearing?
questions
Okay.
with you.
Okay.
You can answer them in any order you want to. I'm curious about when did you have your last date, and the other part you already know what was your worst date?
Okay, so the worst date that I can think of right now was maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. It was with this guy that I had known for years, and we finally just decided, okay, let's see. And he's like, well, let's go to
Friends.
the movies, and I'm like, I don't do movies, but we're gonna go. So we go to the movies.
You don't do Cheesecake Factories either?
I do cheesecake.
Oh, okay. Just asking.
But no,
We talk with Ellis.
so it's not that I don't do movies because like, oh, I don't do movies on a day. I literally don't. I don't watch TV. I don't have time for that. So I don't even
That's
know what's
what's up.
out to watch. Not all the time because sometimes I just be frivolous somewhere else. It don't mean
Right.
it don't mean that I'm using my time wisely. Let's just say
Right.
that I'm just not big on.
Sitting in front of the screen.
Yeah. So I do it because girl, get it together and just go on a little stupid day.
Yeah, it don't
But the whole time, this
that
man,
how they
like,
treat
got
us?
up a couple of times and went to the bathroom and he's fiddling with his phone. And then when we separate ways, I see him get in his car and then go and park to finish fiddling on his phone. And I was just like, oh, block, delete.
What?
Wow.
What was so bad about that?
You got something else going on, brother.
Yeah.
And why did you bring me on this date if you had something else going on? You're being completely disrespectful of me and my time.
For just staying
If
on
we're
his
watching
his
this-
phone? Well, so you guys
You
in
in
the
the
movie?
movies.
If we're
You guys in the
watching this
movies and he's
movie
going like
together that
this.
I don't even want to watch.
You're
I
in
don't
the
even, this
movies,
ain't my
Jabari.
thing.
Why are you on your
Why are you
phone?
on your phone? And why are you going back
Yeah.
and forth? And why did you just pull over to talk to somebody? If you got so much going on, you wasn't in the place to have.
You went in my mind. You need to be focused
It's
on.
like you be at dinner and he
your
just-
attention already ain't on me because we on a movie.
Okay.
We watching the movie, so you
Right.
already done took out 90% of what I
The reason we came to the movie for.
But going back to something you said, is that how you women think about brothers? Let me just go on this damn date.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sometimes you do be like that.
dude.
Damn day.
It's the
Sometimes you do be like that.
Wow.
it's the what they call it the abundance mindset.
No.
Wow.
It's not.
No. Sometimes it just be like,
You said no. Someone said,
I'm right here at the table.
Someone said, that was. I don't know. Whoever
no,
said it.
no, I don't think it's that because I don't have people or not people that I'm interested in lining up at the door.
Exactly the point. You don't
So
have.
when
You have
don't
people, but not
that
people.
you're interested in, then you don't have people.
You do.
No, you don't.
How is that?
Because it's like I'm not interested in you, so why would I even
Okay,
consider
so
you as
It's still an
an
abundance.
option if
Let's
I'm
find-
not
Hold
interested in
on.
you?
Let's say. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's not an abundance. It's not an abundance
Oh my
of what
gosh.
I want.
Oh my.
Right.
Yeah, not of what you want. It's
There's
abundance,
an abundance of hair on the floor sometimes. Is that something you want?
It doesn't
No,
matter.
it
You
doesn't.
just look at it and
It's
say,
not something that you're cherishing.
That's exactly
It's
my
not
point.
something that you're cherishing or you're looking forward to or you're looking up to. If it's a whole bunch
Makes
of trash
sense.
coming your way, then you're like, oh, hell no.
Makes
And
sense.
that's my
Oh,
point.
hell no.
That's
Oh,
the
hell no.
that's the
Trash.
that's the abundance mindset. That what you just said. That's the abundance mindset. Now for a dude, it's totally different. Like it is like we generally I can't. I'm gonna say generally. Generally,
Okay.
we take what we can get.
Yeah.
So it's like you saying the garbage can. We sitting there. Man, I know there's a chicken wing in there somewhere.
Somewhere in there.
Right. So the abundance mindset is
That
like
is sad.
you can go to most places. You can go to most places and you'll be able to pull the majority of the men out there. So because you have such a big pool to pick, you're like, that's cool.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I was gonna tell a story.
Is
So-
that wrong of us?
You would think
No.
that.
Swipe
but
left.
let's say
Right.
they would
Yeah.
think that, but because you're a woman, you walk in your womanhood, everything. Are all those men the ones that you think are worthy of you gonna come to you, or is it gonna be like
No.
But it's
specific,
abundance.
like somebody that got it? It's like
It's still
it's only
abundance.
gonna be like one out of the 1,000 that's gonna be like, oh shoot, I should go talk to her.
Exactly.
Especially if you hold yourself in a high accord.
Okay.
Like men are scared of women that hold
Scared
themselves
of?
up. Yes,
Scared.
I would say yes.
We ain't never scared.
Who's not?
Well, I'm not.
Okay, well,
You
let's
said
speak
you
for
said
yourself.
men are scared to talk to women.
I think that men are scared to
We
talk
are.
to women that appear to be like well put together.
Yeah.
Let me give you the man's point of view on that.
Please.
We are not scared to talk
Where
to
they at?
women.
Scared is not the right
Men are scared of rejection.
We get tired.
It's
of
not
rejection.
that they scared to talk to a beautiful
Men
woman.
are intimidated.
You know,
Because you guys have an abundance mindset.
You said what?
It's like
Men are intimidated by well-together women.
you see.
There you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
intimidated.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say intimidated. No, it's just
I feel like majority
the
of the men that like if you're a man and you don't
I'm
got your
looking
shit
for it,
together, if you're a man and you don't got your stuff together, and some woman comes up and she's doing all this stuff and da 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 da, you're gonna be
Nobody
like
know.
it gets to the point where the man, even being in a relationship with somebody like that, you're like you start looking at yourself different because they try to bring you down to whatever level
True.
they're at,
Right.
and that's the problem. If you meet a woman and she up here and you're down here, you either upgrade or you leave her alone. I don't understand the.
No, I've
So
never.
I think that's where the intimidation comes
I've
from because
never
they start
been
degrading
scared.
the woman.
Nobody
They
I
start.
mean, there are a certain group
Yeah.
of men that have, you know, they have the dominance
Let me get
about
that,
them, and
Jabari.
they have the reassurance to address women.
But a lot of them don't have
Can I
that.
correct you guys?
What's up?
It's not scared. It's just you get tired of hearing
Yes.
no. Because you guys have an abundance mindset. It's like
Yes.
we know that most likely if we step up to a female, she's gonna say no. Unless you're as a matter of fact, I wanna tell a story about a store. Can I tell you guys a story? Story time?
I'm good.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
He has the juice.
I'm gonna do my best.
All right, go ahead.
I don't remember it.
Oh,
Yeah.
But there was a store that opened in New York, right?
Alright.
Tell me if you guys know about the store. It's called the Husband Store. Never heard about it?
I don't think you told me
So,
this.
huh?
I think you told me this. But continue.
I don't think I did.
I feel like we had
To
this
get us in
conversation.
I don't think I did.
Okay, go ahead.
So, and then, you know, it's a nice store. Simple rules though. Like you can only go in once, and once you go to one floor, you can't go back down, right? So it has 6 floors. So this woman goes into the store, right? I'm trying my best to remember how the whole store operates, but so she goes to the first floor, and then on that floor it says these men have jobs. So he's like, that's cool. You guys like men with jobs? Amazingly, a lot of women like scammers and stuff these days. It's weird. So
You don't want no broke man. I think that's what it is.
you prefer a broke man or a scammer?
A scammer.
A scammer. If you tell me the
Are you
truth.
guys serious? That's horrific.
I'm horrific.
In this
Like-
economy, you
That-
a broke man? What? No,
That's
sorry.
scary.
So with that being said, I'd rather
I'm
not
not-
have
In
it,
this
'cause I don't
economy,
want a broke
JB?
man. There's
Right.
no such thing.
Okay. So,
Food for two is $60.
huh?
A
I feel you.
scammer. We're gonna get you out of that. We're gonna have you
I'm
flip
saying
that
we
real
can
quick.
make
We're gonna make a business out of it, babe. You know, you
We can make
figure
some
this out
now.
different.
So she first floor,
You got
men
some
with jobs, and so of course, like who's gonna go to the, you know, like you have 6 other or 5 other options. Who's gonna do that? So she's like, man, these dudes have jobs, but she walks in, you know, missing teeth here and there, something like that. Cool dudes, but they're not what she wants. So she goes to the next floor, and that floor is men with jobs, and they like kids. And she's like, that's great. I want to have kids in the future, whatever. So it's good. However, if this is the second floor, I know there's something better. So once again, she goes up to another floor, 3rd floor. She sees this men with jobs, love kids, and they look good. She was like, "Ooh, that's what's up, man." But I still have 3 more floors to go. Goes to the 4th floor. That's men with jobs. They like kids. They are handsome, and they don't mind doing housework, right? Like they cook, clean, or whatever. So these are like whatever you probably like a dude that's 6 foot or something like that, right?
Babe, how
You
tall
know
are
about
you?
me?
Yeah.
I don't have, not to cut off your story, but I don't have particulars like that. But
Okay.
so
That's what a
not
good dude.
a thing.
So are you stopping at either of these floors?
What do you mean? I wouldn't be in
So
the
it's-
store.
That's what.
You don't want a husband?
I wouldn't be in the store.
Okay. So
It didn't say I didn't want a husband. I would not be in that store for the simple fact that a husband's supposed to find me.
okay.
So if
we
I'm
gotta
going out
tackle
and
that.
picking what I want,
Right.
There's a lot to talk
like
about
I
that.
can break down, like somebody can look good, somebody can have the money, somebody can have all of that, but if they're not
And like
mine, they're not
kids.
mine.
We're not.
Yeah,
So-
there's got to be something
Yeah.
there. So that's why I don't go off of like how a person looks. All of my exes, and I don't have many,
There's
look
more in the
different.
other attributes. Yeah.
But so 4th floor, this dude likes to clean, right? So these men have a job, they like kids, they're handsome, they do housework. So we have 2 more floors to go, right? So she's like, "That's great, but I still have 2 more floors. It's getting better, so obviously there's something better in waiting." So she goes to the 5th floor. These men have jobs, like kids, handsome, do housework, and not only that, but they're really romantic.
Okay.
Beautiful, right? Who would stop there? Wouldn't you guys go there? Or there's 1 more floor. What
I'll
you
stop
doing?
there.
You stop there? That's what's up. But a lot of women, they went to the 6th floor. In that floor, there was a sign that said, "There are no more men. Sorry, see the exit." And the moral of the story is that women are she was visited 31 million, etc., etc., etc.
Right.
And it goes to show that generally speaking, women are never satisfied. However, this business person that opened this first store, she opened up a store for wives. So the man goes in, and the 1st floor is these women like to have sex. And then the 2nd floor, these women like to have sex and they have jobs. Nobody's ever been to the other floors. So that's how men operate. So, but to you, you said you shouldn't have to search for a man? Or what do you mean?
No,
You shouldn't
I'm
have to
not
put in the work?
searching for a man, and I will not, and I don't have to. Not I shouldn't have to. I don't.
Well, I mean, what does that mean? Like,
What do I look like?
do you
No.
want to get married?
I've been married before.
You
Marriage
wanna
is not a top priority for me. I want to be happy. So if you can't provide me with that, then no, I don't want to get married.
I'm just saying, like,
No, I'm
it's
just
a-
saying happiness.
Marriage is
And then
not a
marriage,
priority.
like this
I feel like.
happiness. My happiness is top. So
So-
if you make me happy, if I'm with you and I feel like I'm the best me when I'm with you, then yeah, I might want to marry you. But if not, then no.
I'm saying right now, do you have, there's 2 things. There's relationships and there's marriage. Do you have a relationship as part of who you want, what you want your future to be? A relationship or a husband, those are nowhere in your
No, because there's
Really?
there's no prospects or
Right.
anything that
If
make
it comes
me
into
feel
play,
that,
then you'll
yeah,
fill that
like
spot.
I'm not cutting off that energy at all. But I'm also not forcing it, because when you force
don't-
it, that's how you end
Well,
up
you don't
with
have to
baby
force it.
daddies,
Yeah, 'cause
But if
baby
it-
mamas.
this what I'm like, anything you want.
Drama. You be like, oh, I got married to him in 6
I feel like the
months,
people
and
that
now
do that, they're
As-
miserable.
As a businesswoman, you know this. If you want something, and in business, you have to be intentional about it, right?
But
You
that's
plan it,
business.
you prepare, you make sure you have everything. You in the kitchen, you make
It's
sure
not
that
a
you have.
priority
I feel
of
like
mine,
with
so
the-
I wouldn't-
No, no.
The
But I'm just
women-
saying.
the
If somebody
women
was, if that was a
want-
priority of a woman, if that was something that she's seen as a goal in her life, then yeah, she would do what you're
Pursue,
saying and
yeah,
like
she'd
set
pursue.
herself up and she would pursue. And unfortunately for her, she will get the wrong man.
Yeah, I feel like the women that
Wait, the ones that do what? Will
that
get the wrong
actively
man?
search to go and be married. I feel like those are the ones that like they will
They're
settle.
You're
and they will
completely
end up-
wrong.
What are you talking about?
No, you guys are talking about 2 different things. There's the begging, needing.
No, it's the women that
Let me-
have a specific
allow
time in
me
their
to
life
finish.
where they're like, I need to be married or I want to be married.
Allow
stuff
me to
like that.
finish. Allow me to finish.
miserable.
Allow me to finish. Wrong.
Every last one.
100% wrong. If a woman, like if she's intentional, then my opinion, a intentional woman will do the things to make sure, like, say you want a man that makes $100,000, like you make a business plan, you know exactly what you want. and you go up. So if you want those things, then you prepare yourself. You know what that man wants. We'll call it a high value man. You know what it is, you make yourself that. If you know that this type of man likes cooking, then you may want to go ahead and learn how to cook. If you know that he likes understanding and supporting.
Absolutely not.
What do you mean? Absolutely not what?
Absolutely
But how will you know? Don't get me wrong. I'm not taking
Are you
their
talking
side.
to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not taking their side. But how will you know if you're saying if this man wants a $100,000 job? If that's what let's just say that's what she's looking for, right?
Yeah.
So is she supposed to ask every man she see, "Are you making 100,000?"
No.
No.
She
So
puts
how
it-
would she find that out?
She puts it. This is what you do.
I had no requisites on this woman has to have this, this, and this. When my wife came along, it was the point. I'm trying to show it as I had no purpose. I had no direction.
Right.
But together we built a purpose and a direction. So what I'm saying is, if a person waits all their life saying, well, these guys got to check off, or these women got to check off all these criterias before I even think about doing something, you'll never get there. That's what I'm saying.
Totally wrong.
I'm just saying. I'm saying for me. If I would have did that, because trust me, digging in the garbage can, I had high standards because I was in the garbage can myself. You see what I'm saying? Then women, when they look in the trash can, I was waving back because I had nothing. I won't even. I won't shit you. I had nothing. Literally homeless and all that. You get what I'm saying? So, I guess when that one came along that said, "Hey, I will take you out the trash can."
That's dope.
We can be to build together because the previous relationships I was in before I got married, none of them wanted to grow. But I wanted them to grow, like you're saying. None of them wanted to grow.
Right.
I didn't break up over cheating, lack of romance, nothing. They just didn't want to grow. So that's my only standard I have with women. If they don't want to grow, I can't be with you.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm like this. So you're saying, I mean, there's always a slope on everything like that. But if you don't set a standard, and that's what I'm talking about, standards, then, hey, I know this dude beats women, but I'm going to give him a try. No,
That's not a standard.
That's not a standard.
that is a standard. Like, some women
To
accept
be a decent man, that is a standard.
And I'm not saying to be this man. I'm saying when it comes
You
to dating.
not being women is a decent man.
I'm saying
A decent human period.
Literally.
I'm saying requirements. There's a bunch of men that do that. There's a bunch of men that are broke. There's a bunch of men that cheat. So I'm saying if you just take anything and you don't set a certain standard,
But those
then you're gonna end up with any.
standards.
They are standards.
No, they're not. For me wanting a decent person,
That will
That's
make
a
sense.
that's not
That's
gonna
a
beat me.
standard.
That's
That's
not
a
gonna cheat on me.
requirement.
That's not.
That's a standard.
And
That's a
provider.
requirement.
That's all.
We call it what you want. It's not a requirement. It's a standard. Not a requirement means that it
The
has to
default
happen.
should
in order
not
to do
be
it.
a
That's your requirement. But that means it's your standard. It's not every woman's standard. Now, there's a whole lot of women out here walking around with broke men, and there's not a problem with that if they're cool with that. But I'm saying if you want certain things, then you have to know what you look. Otherwise, you're gonna end up with anything. That does not make sense to nobody. Like serious?
Yeah, I'm just saying, I didn't know what I had when it came to me, but we made something of it. That's
And
all
that
I'm
does
saying.
happen. And that
I think if
definitely.
you're looking, then yeah. If you're a person, a woman or a male that's looking, then yes.
Yeah.
Everything you're saying makes sense.
Yeah, if you're looking.
I
If you
believe
want to
that
be
you should
married.
not be looking.
But see, nowadays in
But
the
if
I
world of
believe that
AI,
you're gonna meet who you're supposed to meet when you meet them, and it will work out. The way
That's
it's
like
supposed to
saying
work
I'm gonna
out.
get.
It always happens when you're
that's
not
like
looking. When
that's
you're
like
not,
saying
Damn, that's what
that's
I'm
like
saying.
saying I'm gonna get
That's
the
what I'm
job that I want, and I'm just gonna sit around.
But it's not.
I mean, if that's
no,
what
you're
you're
still
that's
actively
what you're
doing
no.
stuff. Like
It
If
can-
that's what you're
No,
taking from
but-
it, but like I don't sit around. Like I have a job. I go from A to B. I work
It's not
with
to
my
get a man.
uncle,
It's
so,
just
like,
for her to be a better person, to have
That's
better
cool.
things
Who
in
cares
life.
about getting a man?
If the
But-
person comes along, then the person comes along. But it's not like, oh, I'm gonna go and do this job interview so I can get this high value man who gonna do it. No, I'm doing this for myself.
But
I'm gonna
that-
learn how to
and-
cook this meal
but-
so this man
but-
can have.
Let me
but-
get in the kitchen.
Am I talk- am I talking
the
to-
food? Like,
Am I talking about that woman, or am I talking about the woman that actually wants a husband? I'm talking about the woman that wants a husband. So I'm not talking about
it's
someone.
not that I do not want a husband. Let's get that clear.
That's
A
why I asked you that.
husband is welcome. Do
He's welcome.
I need a
But it's not
husband?
mandatory.
It's not mandatory.
Comes
I'm
around.
okay if it does not happen. I'm okay if it does happen.
Mm-hmm.
A woman that looks and needs a husband, I feel sorry for her because you're looking something from somebody else that they can turn off their happiness for you anytime they want to.
That is a.
Anytime
When
they
you
want
start
to.
needing things from people.
Oh my goodness! I
Let
want
me-
to want you.
So
I don't want to need you.
May I?
If I start needing you, we need,
thank you.
we
And
need to
then
go to
you.
therapy.
So what I'm saying is, like a woman that wants, like that's. I'm sorry, but I feel sorry for that mindset of like saying someone that wants a husband feel sorry for you. Like we are humans. We are meant to be together. That's our whole purpose.
So what I'm saying is
to
a
build
woman
bond.
that's like,
we are meant to
have
procreate,
be.
not marry.
No, we're supposed to
Exactly.
be together. We are meant to be mates.
No, we are not meant to be married.
We are meant to
Study the Sumerian
make
text.
things.
We are
That's what
meant
you
to
think?
Make things.
we are meant to procreate, but not marry.
Then why they're wrong?
No,
I'm sorry.
This is the Sumerian text.
Right,
This is the Sumerian text.
I'll go from the. I'll go
It's
to.
wrong from your
I'll go.
standpoint,
I'll go.
yes.
I'll go from the biblical text.
Well, see, the Bible
Not
came after the
everybody
Sumerian
Christian.
text.
Well, I'm
though.
saying from the Bible text.
The Bible, but the Bible ain't our Bible.
How's it? That's all I was saying. So let me allow me to indulge in my religion.
Okay.
For a second.
Okay,
So
there we
according
go.
to my religion,
All right.
man was made for woman was made for man. They're meant to be together.
Right.
That's like if anybody
And that is
disagrees,
wrong.
That's
And
cool.
that is wrong.
For
Just to let y'all know.
The Bible's wrong. Okay.
Yeah, no, we are not made from man and woman. No.
For
We
man-
are of the Anaki tribe. We are from the Enoch family. You got to read the Sumerian text. See, I don't want to go into
Enoch
this.
couldn't even have kids.
Bam! That's what I'm saying. So what we are from the Anaki tribes. We are hybrids of an alien species. You get what I'm saying?
Not when you said species.
Well, I don't like that word species.
Oh my
It's
God.
species.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you get what I'm saying?
apologize.
So the reason I'm saying, I'm not knocking your religion, but what I'm saying is the Bible is a translation of the Sumerian text. The Sumerian text is of the first people who was here before Adam and Eve. See, they say the Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve was first. No. If you ever even seen the movie Noah, they accidentally told on themselves when Noah got into that flood, and then after the movie, here's these newborn babies of Adam and Eve.
Okay.
So who built the?
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm just saying.
I can't even relate.
Well, I
can't even
studied
relate.
that. That's what I'm saying.
So what do you believe? What are your beliefs about man and woman? Like we're supposed to just
what?
I'm feeling like you're saying like men are meant to just smash and dash.
Is that not
That's
what
what
y'all
we're meant to
do?
do. That doesn't mean what we're meant to do.
No.
No, a man doesn't even want to do
Oh my
that.
God, Jimmy.
That's one of our purposes. But I feel like a woman was made to be taken care of. And forgive me for saying it, but like when you're pregnant, you are in, like let's go to the prehistoric days. You're in a helpless state. So a man wants to take care of you, and a woman needed primarily to be taken care of together. Otherwise, if it didn't have that union, then the whole species would just die off. Because the man be like, all right, I smash, you're pregnant, but I'm out, I'm about to go get me a steak. So a man needed a woman, and a woman definitely wanted a woman. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Yeah.
So I think that we're in today's times. And what she needed was a helpmate, not necessarily a man. She needed somebody to help her through that time. So it's not necessarily, like it could have been. That's what.
The woman wasn't doing the hunting.
So, like the need for a man is no longer there if you're going from there, because you don't need a man. Like wanting one is.
Are you serious?
Something. What would you need a man for?
Okay, let me ask you this.
Answer that one first.
I'm gonna ask you this. Okay, and we're going off of thoughts, logic, etc., experience, etc.
okay.
Who made this building?
Human.
A man.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
That's why I said, like, we're basically going off of like
sure?
thoughts.
How are
If
you
you
sure?
look at any building being made,
Right.
who is
And
making
and
them?
then you're
Are you
taking
sure?
this conversation and going completely wild.
Right.
Because I'm speaking from a woman's point of view. I personally do not need a man. Would I like one? Yes, of course. One that works with me, that me and him click? Yes.
You said you don't need a man. You need a man,
No,
right?
no.
Want
one.
Do you know the difference between wants and needs?
I mean,
I need food. I need shelter. Yeah, I
Who
need
makes the
those
shelter?
things.
I'm saying you need for a man.
I make them because I pay the bills.
I can make the shelter too.
You don't. You. Yeah,
don't.
I make them
But you guys
because.
don't.
Do you make houses? You build houses?
The reason,
Okay.
Jabari, I say that is because
like when you let's just say you use the example as who built this building, right? You say man. That could be true, but who signed the loan papers? It could have been a woman at Wells Fargo.
But I'm saying
the building won't get built if the woman didn't sign that loan paper.
I'm saying that we need each other.
That's not what you're saying.
I am.
No, you're saying that a woman needs a man.
Yes.
See, you gotta take that out your conversation.
So I mean, we're saying
you have to say we need each other.
We need. I mean, you gotta talk in context. So in order for you to survive these days, no, you don't need a man. I'll say
right.
In order to survive, you don't.
Okay.
But there is a certain need, and you can call it that or want, whatever you want to. There's a certain need in us for companionship. You are, and like you disagree.
Okay, so let me tell you what you're missing from a straight single woman. The only thing that I'm missing out of companionship is physical touch. I have companionship. I have people that I love being around, and I have a ball with, and I would choose them over any man that I'm physical with. Honestly,
do you miss? I was talking to. I don't care. My daughter. I was talking to my daughter, and she had a boyfriend. Horrible dude.
What? Journey got a boyfriend? What?
I
was in on start. Oh, okay.
My daughter Justice.
Okay.
Dang, maybe I should have done it. I don't care. Whatever. Maybe I shouldn't have.
Let's just stop the conversation.
I'm going to. It doesn't matter. So she was talking about there's a guy that I feel personally that isn't good for her, and she talked about how she just like she liked him so much. Just the idea of, how you put your leg on somebody and stuff like that. And she really, that meant a lot to her. You know what I'm saying? There's so many, you don't care for none of that? You want someone's chest?
It is very nice to have, but I would hope that you would teach your daughter that it's not something that she needs.
Of course.
And that she needs to be broken from that desire and that being
that's how
a key.
attachment issues.
That's from her having that. Because if not, then any man can cuddle with her and then whoop her ass. You know what I'm saying? Like it can be, and I don't mean just physically. I mean mentally, spiritually, all of that. So yeah, you want your daughter to be soft, but not. Get up, baby girl. Get up, baby girl. Stand up, baby girl. It's not that serious. Wrap your leg around a pillow. You'll be okay.
No, this is what I'm saying though.
It is the same if somebody is not good for you. You might as well be wrapping your leg around a pillow. If they're not good for you, if your heart and your spirit is
dude all the time.
You didn't say
you like him.
I said I didn't like him. I didn't say he's a bad dude. I said I didn't like him.
Why didn't you like him?
That's not even along the lines of my point. My point is, as humans, that's something that we yearn for. Those little, I'm glad that you don't feel like you don't miss it. I'm guessing you don't miss
No,
touch or something like that.
everything I said.
Jabari, every time we have this conversation about men and women will say something and men will run a mile and miss the whole point.
The whole thing.
The point is here.
No, you guys are missing the point.
You want women to say that they need you.
No.
And that's why you're probably single, because you want a woman to say that she needs you, and you want a high-end woman to say it, and that's not going to happen. You have to keep digging in the garbage can to get what you want. Not from a high-end.
No, it's definitely 100% will. Like I said, I'm building myself to be something. Once I'm that, then it will be a whole.
You want a woman that needs you over wants you?
Well, no, I don't. Let me ask a question, because maybe I got my life wrong. So you're saying that, let's just say we as men have these checkpoints. We want to get business, successful, happiness, and we get to this threshold. Now we go look for that woman because we're satisfied with ours. Now we're looking for this woman. How is this woman going to be found?
How's she going to be found? I told you my process.
Yes, you're there at your level. You're successful.
At my level.
You said you're successful where you want to be.
At my level,
yes.
I feel like I'm going to have to look up. And that's what I feel like. At the level that I'm at, I feel like I have to look up.
When you get to wherever you want to be, like your prime,
it'll be nothing. It won't. It's a non-factor. It's like I can do things. I can go to clubs. I can go to whatever. I can go to church. I can do whatever, and that's what I'm gonna be able to do. Like it doesn't matter. The women will, I even had.
But then she's only gonna come to you and with you because you have all these materialistic things.
It's not beyond materialistic.
No,
Yes, that's why you don't want somebody that is like,
if you walk
oh, I need
if you walk into a church, a supermarket, or a bar, let me just give you mine.
You said no because I said my opinion.
Let me give you mine. You walk into a church, supermarket, or bar, or wherever because you now are at your threshold with this business, my finances, my life, my car. And of course, you're going to talk to this woman and say, hey, I'm a stockbroker, I do this, and that's my Tesla 2035 out there, blah, blah, blah. Right? You get what I'm saying? And now she tells you, well, I'm a bad girl at Safeway. You're going to get up and walk away, right?
Why would I do that?
That's what that was.
Not necessarily, no.
Okay, but you said 20 minutes ago, you had to have a certain standard of woman.
Yeah, I didn't say that was one of my standards.
100,000?
What, for her?
That's what you said.
I didn't say for her, I said, I was giving an example of a woman wanting, I didn't say nothing about
Okay,
me.
what will she have to make for you to be like, come on and go with
She
me?
doesn't have to do nothing. Me, and you can.
So you're saying once you're ready.
So why not just date a regular woman then? Why
I don't
why
want
you
to
at
do
where you are right now?
No, there's certain things that I want.
That's what I'm asking.
So this is what I'm
What are
saying.
those things that you want?
Well, if you guys stop yelling, why you guys stop yelling at me and interrupting me, I'll tell you. So this is what's up. Like I said, I have certain standards, right? What do I want? I want a woman that, I want a woman that's submissive, that can listen, that's agreeable, that's helpful, that's not argumentative. I can go down a bunch of this. Money is not one of those things. So I have certain things that I want.
So you just want
JB,
somebody who's obedient.
can I ask you a question?
No.
JB,
You
Why
just
does
said you
submissive-
want somebody who's not argumentative. You want somebody who's
You
submissive.
want someone that's argumentative?
So you want somebody who's obedient.
I'm asking, do you want someone that's argumentative?
I want somebody who will argue back with me, yes.
So you like to argue all day?
No.
So then why would you want someone that's argumentative?
I want somebody that has their own opinion.
I want somebody who's able to
And able to
challenge me
speak up for
intellectually, not just
themselves.
simply
JB.
accept what I'm
The
doing.
key word.
ask a question.
Okay, I want you guys to see how I'm
Yes,
just getting.
master.
I ask you a
Oh,
question?
you're right.
Hold on. I want you guys to see how I'm just getting yelled at. And I can't say once I say something. So this is what I'm saying. Like argumentative, that's a clear statement. Argument is, hey, I don't like you. That's an argument. I don't want to
That's
be an
not
argument.
argument, that's a
That
comment.
is argument.
I don't like you, that's a comment.
I'm saying I'll give an example of argumentative is. Argumentative is that I want to have
You
a
don't wanna
discussion.
But we're having a
I don't wanna be
discussion.
fighting.
You don't want to have a discussion with your woman?
Why do you
You
think?
want to just be like, oh, go clean.
See, that's what I
She's
mean.
like, okay, let me go clean.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain, but I can't explain. So what I'm saying is, yes, I want to have intelligent discussions and debates and stuff like that. Arguments are something different. Do I want to be arguing all day? Who in the world wants to argue all day? No, I don't want to. Cooperation? Yes, I want cooperation. There will be moments where she knows best, and there will be moments where I know best. And we come together and we come to conclusion and work these things out. But no, I don't want someone that's bow down, but I don't want to be arguing all day. Like,
JB.
what is your, yes, sir.
What's your definition of submission?
Submission, what submission truly is, it has a bad rep these days. But what submission truly is the willingness, the willing giveness, the willing, I can't say right, the willing giving of somebody, because I don't know exact word. Right. The willing giving of someone, because I'm trying to get the exact definition right. Right. It's the willing giving of someone's self. So submit is like, baby, you like, and it can go either way. Men should submit to what the women do. The women do. But baby, I like sugar in my coffee. You like sugar in your coffee? I'm gonna put sugar in your coffee. That's submission. It doesn't have to be woman bow, and this is what women take it as today. Bow down to me. And
He was doing
That's what I
good.
said.
He was doing good.
No, I'm saying this.
He was doing good.
Let's look at the definition.
That's compassion.
Huh?
That's compassion. Me,
I'm
like,
telling you what
if-
submit.
To
No, that's
submit is to
that's
do what somebody wants you to do.
Yeah.
It's like I don't want to do this,
Willingly.
but I'm gonna go ahead and do this because it's you.
it's
So I'm
willingly.
with you.
No,
So I'm
submit is unwilling.
submit
it's not.
is unwilling.
Yeah,
That's what
it's like I don't want to do
Submit
this,
is
but I'm gonna do
unwilling.
it because you're saying.
Definition of
Agreeance
submission.
is willingly. Willingly. Agreeance is
When
willing.
you talking about coffee and sugar,
No,
it's just
listen.
compassion.
or fact of accepting or yielding to a
You're talking to
superior force.
Google.
Yielding
A
to a
superior force.
Ooh. Put the phone away.
Google not help you today.
Yeah, submit is not agreeing
It is.
willingly.
It is.
Yielding to a superior
When you
force.
submit, that means you just give up.
It means
And you think somebody
When
wanna get
somebody's a
married.
superior force, then you're
Okay,
inferior.
well, then let me
Is this
clarify.
thing on?
Let me clarify.
Remember what I was saying?
Let me,
I don't care.
then
I don't care.
may I be allowed to clarify that? Because my definition I was giving was the definition of it. So what I'm saying is I want a woman, like I said, cooperate. I want a woman that wants to do the same things. Like if we're on the road, then she wants to go on that road. I don't want a woman that's saying, I want to go this road. And, hell no, nigga, I want to go down this road. I don't want all that time. I do believe that a man should be the head of a household. Now, bash me if you want to, but if you bash me for that, then you're bashing the Bible. I know you don't agree with the Bible, but
That's not what I said. I never said I didn't
Fact,
get
you
the
never
Bible.
said that.
I never said that.
I still think I swear I read that one time.
Somebody said one thing you're running with it. That's not.
See, you're
Take
saying,
a nap.
if while you're looking that up, if you're saying Adam and Eve, what was Adam and Eve's real name?
I don't know.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Adam and Eve.
You
That's
gotta
how
read the
simple
Samaritan
it
If
is.
you gonna hold it, if you gonna hold it to fashion.
When they changed the Samaritan text to the Bible to make it comfortable for people, they changed it to Adam, Eve. You get what I'm
I
saying?
hear you, but have you ever heard this before? A rose by any other name would it still smell? Would it no longer smell like sweet?
That's a song, ain't it?
No, it's a poem.
Nah, I don't read
But it
poems.
makes a point. It makes a point. If I call, if my name, like,
But I know what you're saying.
yeah, it would still sound as sweet. Like there was no J in Hebrew right there.
Right.
So Jesus, I'm praying to Jesus. So God knows who I'm talking about.
Right.
So like, if I call him Esau or Emmanuel, whatever, he's still as sweet to me.
Yes, I know.
So
I know. I'm
if
not knocking
it's
you.
Adam or
Yeah.
Eve, if your name was Kabuku,
Right.
hey, God, we're talking about the same person. We know we're on the same level. So no, I don't think it matters. But back to me saying submission. I do want a woman that will be submissive to me.
I thought you just said you want to use a different word. 'Cause clearly-
So let me ask you just a quick question. Let me ask you a quick
So you agree
question.
with the term of submit?
Somewhat.
But you want a woman that is already doing well for herself and already in a high power position because that's where you're going to be. So you want to be in the same dating pool.
No.
I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I don't care about that. Why would I care?
So let me ask you a quick question. If you say, okay, I want to go to Ocean Shores, your woman says, no, I want to go to Long Beach, and you guys have this debate for 10 minutes, then finally she says, okay, even though I don't want to go to Ocean Shores, I'm going to go to Ocean Shores with you. Is that an agreement or did she submit?
I think it could be either or.
No. I asked you a
Can
question.
it be both?
No, it
Why
can't
can't it
be.
be both?
Because they're spelled two different ways.
Then for the-
Let's be real.
then for the purpose of this discussion, we will call it submit.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's forceful.
Is that willing?
Because she
No,
said
not
she
forcing.
didn't. She
I'm not
said
trying
she
to
didn't
force
want to
you.
go, but
I
I'm
don't-
gonna go anyway.
I don't want a relationship where, let me clarify you guys, please hear me. I don't want a relationship where I have to force her to do anything.
But you
I don't
just
wanna-
did.
What if, yes, you
When
She
you're
did.
saying
said, I
submit,
don't
if you
want to
want
go to
somebody
Ocean
to submit,
Shores,
yeah.
but I
Anything past
will
that,
go.
it's
I'm
forceful.
not forcing it.
Just because you're not putting a gun in her head and choking her out,
That's what I'm
don't mean it's not
He
forceful.
said that I can't say it's both.
You can't.
So by his rules, I chose to call
No, by the
I can
rules
call
of
it.
the
I could call it agreements. I could call it
She
that.
didn't agree.
But for the sake of this discussion, I'm just calling it, just for the sake of argument,
Yeah.
I'm calling it submission. But I would
But that's by force, because that's
It's
true.
by force.
And you're right.
It's not force. I'm not
It
forcing
is.
You just read it. You just read
It
what
is.
being
You're right. You're
what
right.
submission is.
But it's true because she submitted, but it's by force, under duress.
I'm not-
You did.
no, it's not under
She
duress.
said she
If
didn't want
if
to
you
go to
said let's go
Ocean
to Long Beach,
Shores.
she said okay, let's go. That's
I'm not forcing
that's
it. You just want to go.
That's
This-
me. Okay,
Hold
let's
on.
go.
If I say
If she doesn't want to
Say
go,
this.
but she goes for sake of relationship or whatever.
That's for
Sake of an
that's
argument.
force.
this is horrible.
What do you mean?
Like this is really horrible. To me, this is really horrible. How you guys are looking at things is really horrific.
No,
You're not looking at it right.
We're
It's
like
like
three
being
different
real.
people from three
Seriously.
different places.
I'm speaking factual.
Four.
You're going for morals.
Yeah.
I'm
saying
speaking
this.
factual.
You guys aren't able to hear me because every time I talk, you guys.
You answered
So,
it.
no, what I'm saying to you is, no,
You
I
just
don't
want us
force
to be
her.
like, yes,
But if
Lord
we-
Jabari is
yes. I feel like this, and I'm gonna say it so you guys can feel comfortable about it. But there's gonna be things that I don't want to do. Like, say she wants to go to opera, I don't want to go,
Right.
but because I love her,
Right.
I'm gonna go do it.
Are you
Is that
gonna tell
okay?
her no? Do you say no, babe? I don't want to go to that.
There'll be times where I do say no.
Okay, so
But
in
there'll
that
be
time
times where I
she
say
should
no.
allow you.
Okay.
But if you say no
Okay.
and she keep being like, let's go, and
That's
you finally
forcing
say
you,
yes,
and then you go, and then
if
she's
you feel
forcing
like
you.
you're
Then
No,
she
she's
just
not
forced you to
forcing
go.
me.
So
I'm
did you
going at my own
submit or
will.
did you agree to okay?
Either way you want to call it, I'll say submit.
For the
Exactly.
So she just forced you to go.
No, she didn't force me. How's that forcing?
Because you
Read
So every time,
what
hold on,
submit means.
every time you do something for you, I'll ask you. And this is a great example. Every time you do something that she asks you to do that you don't feel like doing, is she forcing you to?
If he's doing it without telling me, then no.
Why you
Can you tell?
put her in her blood?
No,
Yeah, every time you do.
no, not here. So let me.
Yeah. So every time, I'm saying every time you do something that she wants you to do that you don't feel like doing, is she forcing you to?
That's not what was said.
I wouldn't say she's forcing me
I wouldn't either.
because I would look at it different ways, okay? Because there are
You're doing it
things,
because you love her.
there are things that she might want me to do because she knows that those things are good for me, but I might not see them like that. And I might kind of like, I don't want to do it because that's what I'm used to. But that don't mean those things are good for me. So me saying yes to that is like, it's just me realizing, okay, maybe I need to stop this trait or behavior one.
You are in an abusive relationship, bro.
I don't think
You are.
How?
Because I distinctly remember yesterday.
How
It's
so?
Ramadan, and she asked you to hold that bag of food. Remember that? And now you know they will. That wasn't for your good. But you did it.
I did it, yeah.
Why did you do it? Because she was abusive.
No.
No. We're gonna hold on. Wait. Hold on, wait. No, let me finish. I'm talking. Let me finish talking. So you are in an abusive relationship, brother. Because I know dang well,
He is not
and
counselor.
you stated it. You did not want to hold that food. You're like, baby, can't you just go ahead and hold the can you sit down? But she did it, so she forced you to. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you did
No, but
something.
see right
You
there,
did
I
it,
had
or
it.
did you do it because you love her?
Because I care for her and I just
Exactly.
and it wasn't like I wanna it's not like it was food that was right in my mouth.
But it's still something you didn't want to do.
It is
Hold
by
on.
force. So then you're abusive.
Hold on.
Did we
No.
call you abusive because you want to do stuff by force, or are you in your own
I'm
head?
saying-
No, you're bringing up words that were never used.
That word out.
You're struggling within yourself, and I would like for you to take that
I'm
word back
gonna
from
paint the
me.
picture for everybody because you're gonna take it completely out of context, okay? He was fasting
submitted.
yesterday. Hold on. He was fasting yesterday. He went downstairs to go get me some food after I asked him to, right?
Right.
He went
He
downstairs to get
submitted.
some. Okay. He ordered pizza.
Did he tell you no first?
He went downstairs.
Did he tell you no first?
No.
No. He
Okay,
ordered
so then
pizza.
so there's no submit
You have
there
to
yet.
say no.
Okay.
Hold
You
on.
have to
So
say
you gotta do
no.
something else. Come on, you gotta communicate
Because
my
if
something.
you're
God.
not communicating, then I'm assuming that that's what you want to do.
Oh, you really wanted to just get
Right here.
Hold on.
Her
guys,
original
hold on.
question to you
In the
was the
beginning of
woman said
Ramadan,
no.
Time out, guys.
The original
Time
question
out.
to you was the woman said no, and you still proceeded, and you felt like that would be good.
Guys, time out.
That's what happens.
That's when the communication.
Hold on.
I feel like
When he was sitting
Guys.
here, and I gave him the food, right? He didn't tell me that he didn't want to hold the food until after I just sat down and I already handed him
Okay.
the food. Had he told me while I was sitting there and he was like, babe, I don't want to hold the food, can you just sit on the table? I'd be like, yeah, cool, I'll just sit on the table.
So this is what I'm saying to you.
So it's not
It's
the
the
same
middle.
thing.
It's the middle of Ramadan. Or it's not the middle. It's the beginning of Ramadan.
We're sitting here a lot of stuff.
It's the beginning of Ramadan, and you want him to go get you some food. And you think that's some. Oh, I can't wait to go get you some food.
No.
Of course not. He's submitted to you because he loves you.
But it's still the force.
It's not force.
It's not.
Okay, here,
He doesn't mind
guys.
doing it.
Here,
It's
guys,
not
everybody.
force.
JB,
Go ahead.
everybody, here,
Anytime you
guys.
do something you don't want to do.
Hey, you guys.
It's under force.
It's not.
Here, so here, my view on submission is it's not something that should be forced. That's one of them.
Right.
Okay?
I agree.
So
I don't want it back
when
and forth.
someone, for me, the way I look at it is man and woman should submit to each other. And the way you do that is by willingly, consciously saying, I want to be with this person. I care for them. I want to, like, as a man, I want to take care of her. I want to
agree.
be there for her. Okay?
That's what I agree.
So, whatever she asks me is basically, I'm already in my head. I want the best for her.
Yes.
So, even if something like, I don't know, what's a
Like holding
good,
food.
what's a good example?
Hold the food right now.
Holding food while I'm fasting. Like, okay, here, yesterday, when she was getting her back, right? No, she told me, you know what? It's past your fasting time. Go get food. Like she literally said, go get food. I can wait and catch Uber home. But I was like, no. Like we came here together. I'm gonna get food when we leave. Like I was here, we just waiting. I could have went and got some burgers, because she even said go. Like I catch Uber home, if I didn't really care, I would have left.
That they seem
But it's not by force.
Exactly.
What the
That's
thing?
what I'm saying.
The scenario that was originally given
I said it's not by
was a
force.
woman that did not want to do something, and him still saying yes, we're going to go do it, and making her do it. Is that
Not
by
making
force?
her.
That's
I'm
by
not
force.
making her.
No,
is by
here,
force.
when you
She
ask
said
someone,
no, and you
If she says
like,
no, that's my
we're going
fault.
to
I didn't say she
okay.
said, no, I'm not going to make her. I said, we have a discussion. And she says, no, I don't want to go.
Right.
Like, I don't want to go, but this is what I'm saying. And maybe we're having some type of thing, but I want you guys to hear me. I promise you I keep on getting cut off, so maybe you guys don't understand. So, if I'm, like, in a relationship, it's about sacrifice. Does anybody disagree?
No.
It's the will, and I'm saying this, it's the willing giving of someone's self. Like, for your kids or whoever it is, you give parts of you.
I think it's sacrifice. I think it's just a compromise.
Let me get it. Huh?
Not to go with sacrifice. I think it's compromise. I don't think it's sacrifice.
The sacrifice is submitting.
That's all.
It's
It's
submitting
just a
to
choice
something.
of words.
Ever
That's what I'm saying.
sacrifice.
It's just a choice of
You don't
words
think you
we're all
did?
using.
No.
That's why I'm laughing. It's a choice of words.
Yeah, sacrifice is.
Well, regardless of what you say, I don't want to
so
like. I don't want to do everything I do for my kids. I promise you, I don't. But I do it because I love them. So I'm saying, what? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna cut you off since you come at it. Go ahead.
If I do something for someone I love, it's not called. It's not abusive, or it's not. What do you guys say? Forcing. It's not forced. They're not forcing me to. I don't have to do anything. But I'm doing it, even though I don't want to. I'm doing it because I love that person. If I love my wife and she loves operas, I may hate operas, but I may go to the opera.
Well, y'all can continue.
Okay, but I may go to the opera because I love her. I may submit to her.
It's done.
Is that correct?
no, it's not done.
He's done.
It's still
Wrap it up.
So,
going.
bro, Jabari, wrap the show up. We got this far.
It's still going on though.
Yeah, wrap it up though. 'Cause
They need the light,
Just wrap
that's
it
all.
up. We got this far.
No,
We
he
got
don't
the
get
show.
no light.
Yeah, wrap it up,
You know
Jabari.
what's
End the
happening
show
for
out.
me?
Jabari.
He's like, cut it up.
Show it.
Damn right,
I ain't going anywhere.
All right, we're out of here.
You still coming? Did I bother you too much?
No, not at all.
I'm glad you're not.
You guys are.
All right.
Is
we
it
out
good?
of here. We out of here.
I respect everybody where they're at and how they think. I like to hear it.
So it ran that long.
All I'm saying, something's coming, it's a plan, it's a plan, it's a plan, it's a plan, it's a plan.